Yo, what's up? Z Karma here, back with another Cyberpunk video. Today I bring you all the locations for the legendary or highest tier available cyberware. For your convenience, I have added timestamps on screen right now and in the pinned comment in case you want to skip to a specific one. So if you found this video informative or helpful in any way, a like rating is appreciated, and if you want to sub for more content like this, that'll be great as well. So starting off, I first want to mention Fingers MD. While playing the main story, you do come across him very briefly, and if you punch him, you can never buy any of these items. He's the only one that sells the legendary Cataresist, which is an immune system mod that increases all resistances by 35%, the rare Detoxifier that makes you immune to poison, and the legendary Pain Editor, which reduces all incoming damage by 10%. And apparently he's also the only one that sells the epic fortified ankles. So if you want to get any of these items, you need to avoid punching him during the main story. Now with that out of the way, let's start things off to where you can find the legendary frontal cortex cyberware. If you go to the Ripper Dock in Pacifica, he will have a legendary X disc, the legendary visual cortex support, and the legendary Camillo RAM manager. Keep in mind that the Camillo RAM manager is currently not working, so don't use it. He also sells the rare RAM upgrade, which is the highest tier available for this one, and it is really nice for Netrunner builds. And he also sells Self Ice, which will make you immune to enemy hacks with a short cooldown. Now for the legendary limbic system, you want to make your way to the Ripper Dock in Japantown. Take Cherry Blossom Market Fast Travel Point, and she will sell you the legendary limbic system. She also has the Purple X disc in stock in case you're interested. You can also head over to the northernmost Ripper Dock, located kinda like in the middle of Watson. He will be selling the legendary Mechatronic Core and the Heal on Kill, both really good mods. There's also plenty of other options for Frontal Cortex. And for the final Frontal Cortex I want to show you, we have the Rare Memory Boost. It is currently the best one available and will restore 3 RAM whenever you get a kill. You can get this one for free by going to this assault in progress located in the lower part of Westbrook. Just clear the area and the reward to complete will be this mod. Moving on to the ocular system, the highest rarity is epic and you can find it by visiting Vic. If you forgot where he is, he's in the lower part of Watson, and while you're there, you can also get yourself some mods in the trading tab. The trajectory analysis will give you 50% bonus headshot damage on your weapons. It does not stack though, so keep that in mind. So just buy one and then you're good. Moving on to the Circulatory System cyberware. If you go to Buck's Clinic, which is located in the northern part of Kabuki, he will be selling both the legendary feedback circuit and the legendary adrenaline booster. He'll also have other options available in case you don't meet the required attribute points. You can also head over to the westernmost part of City Center to find this Ripper Dock. He will have the legendary bioplastic blood vessels for you to purchase. Then you can go to the Ripper Dock in the Badlands by the Mobile Camp Fast Travel Point. He will have the legendary blood pump, legendary biomonitor, and the legendary bioconductor. Just note that as of patch 1.06, the blood pump is not working, so don't use it for now. And now for the micro generator and the tyrosine injector. Head to this southeastern part of Santo Domingo where you will find this Ripper Dock, which will have both of these in stock. The tyrosine injector can be found at other places, but can only be green rarity. And for the last circulatory system cyberware, we have the Second Heart and the Sin Lungs, which can be found at the Ripper Dock in the western part of Haywood. He'll also have a few other options for you to choose from. Next up, we have the Immune System cyberware. Head over to the Ripper Dock located in the westernmost part of City Center, and he will have the legendary Shock and Awe, which has a chance to shock enemies when they're hit. He also carries the epic variant of that one. And he also has the Metabolic Editor, which will make poison heal you instead of damaging you, and the Inductor, which will make you basically immune to EMP and shock damage and boost your armor by 50% instead. And the rest of the immune systems are sold by Fingers, which I explained at the start of this video. Moving on to the nervous system. In the western part of Santo Domingo, you can find this Ripper Dock. He will sell you the legendary Neofiber and the legendary Kerenzikov. Then he also sells the epic nano relays, which is the best of its kind, and the rare maneuvering system, which allows you to dodge while mid-air. And then you can head over to the Japantown Ripper Dock. When you get there, she will be selling the legendary Synaptic Accelerator and the legendary Reflex Tuner. Now we move on to the Integumentary system, and for this one you only have to visit one Ripper Dock. He is located at the spot in the Kabuki area. He will have the legendary Subdermal Armor, one that makes you immune to burn, another that makes you immune to bleeding, and one that makes you deal more damage while being affected by burn. Moving on to the operating system mods, these are all over the place, so be ready. First one, Biodyne Berserker Mark IV. This one is located in Japantown with this Ripper Dock. Next we have the Dynalar Sandevistan Mark IV. For this one you can head over to Vix. He is located at the lower part of Watson. Next we have the Ripper Dock in the lower part of Westbrook. She will have the Militech Berserk Mark V and the Tetatronic Rippler Mark IV. Next we have the Ripper Dock in the western part of Haywood. He'll have the Militech Falcon Mark V and the Netwatch Netdriver Mark V, which is the cyber deck with the most RAM capacity if you're interested. Then we have the Ripper Dock in the western part of City Center. He will have the Kyant Warp Dancer Sandevistan Mark V and the Arasaka MK4, which is my personal favorite, as quick hacking an enemy affected by ping will reset the duration of that ping. Very helpful indeed. There's also a Ripper Dock in Pacifica. He will have two cyber decks, the Stephenson Tech Mark IV and another I cannot even pronounce, honestly. Then moving on to the Ripper Dock in the western part of Santo Domingo, he will have the Zatatech Berserk Mark IV. And finally, the one in the middle part of Watson will have the Zatatech Berserk Mark V and also a Raven Micro Cyber Mark IV cyber deck. Moving on to the Skeleton Cyberware, go to the lower part of Kabuki. Here you can find a sort of secret Ripper Dock that will have a legendary Micro Rotors. Then the Ripper Dock in the lower part of Westbrook will have the legendary Synaptic Signal Optimizer, the legendary Bionic Lungs, the Dance Marrow, which is rare, it's the only one available, and the Micro Vibration Generator, which is also can only be rare. Both are really good. And finally, the Ripper Dock in the western part of City Center, he will have the Titanium Bones. It is the highest rarity available for this, and it will increase your carrying capacity by 60%. Moving on to the Hands Cyberware, the legendary Smart Link can be bought from none other than the homie Vic. His location, in case you don't remember, is at the lower part of Watson. And for the legendary Ballistic Processor, you can head over to the lower side of Kabuki. There will be a Ripper Dock that won't appear until you're close by, but he will have the legendary gold hands for sale. Moving on to the legendary arms, you can find all of them at two different places, but I'll show you one, the west side of City Center at the very end of the map. This Ripper Dock, which we've seen previously in this video, will have every single legendary arm for sale. And finally, we have the legs. You can find the blue ones in a bunch of places, but just to name one spot, you can go to the southeastern part of Santo Domingo. This Ripper Dock has them. A lot of Ripper Docks have these, so you shouldn't have any trouble even finding them. Anyway, there's also a secret Ripper Dock located in the southern part of Kabuki. Once you pass close by, it will appear. He sells the Link's Paws, which will basically make your steps quieter for a more stealth approach to the game. This is the only place that you can find him. And of course, like I mentioned at the start of the video, the epic variant of the Fortified Ankles can be sold by fingers. But, like I mentioned earlier, if you punch them, you are out of luck, you're never going to be able to buy them. But anyways guys, that is the end of the video. Let me know if it helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.